I'll take 5, 6 and under.
So how long were you dating your previous girlfriend? I don't want to like say her name. I don't want to air her out or anything like that. Doesn't
Hey,
want
but you go on my channel.
on the
She's
podcast.
Oh,
on
you
my,
put her all over your channel?
Oh, she's all over my channel. She texted me today when I released the video today because I made some crack about how it's not my fault that there's an issue between the two
So
of us.
how long were you guys dating?
I don't know, like about 14, 15 months.
And then why did you guys end up breaking up?
I thought, look, listen, any relationship, there's like ebbs and flows, right? Like sometimes it's amazing, and then sometimes, you know, it's good, but it's not as good as it was at one time. Like there's obvious, right? Like not bad, but sometimes you're more over the top in love than others. So we would have a couple of great weeks, and then we'd have a week where we didn't talk or even see each other for a week. What's going on?
Just reading.
Okay.
Nothing. Keep going.
So there would be times when we were texting, you know, whatever, 5, 10 times a day, as opposed to she's texting me 30 times a day and calling me and saying, I can't wait to see you, and, you know, I love you so much, and, you know, that. So those things are going back and forth, but it's a good relationship, in my opinion. Listen, one day, first of all, this kills me. She wants to move in, like we're dating. There was an issue with this chick she was dating, right? So she was dating this chick when we met, and then she broke up with her to be with me. And then the girl came back around and she's like, look, I'm going to be with her and I'm sorry. And I'm like, oh, you're messing up, but whatever.
She was bisexual.
Right. And then she comes back again, like a week later. She's like, I messed up. I screwed up. Forget her. I'm sorry. I'm in love with you. And then so that went on for a few months. Eventually, she comes back and I'm like, look, we're done. I mean, you know, I'm tired of this. She's like, no, you don't understand. I'm all in. I want to move in together. I'm in love with you. I messed up. I screwed up. Great. So a few months later, we tell our POs that we're seeing each other. Okay, because we're both on probation. We have to get permission. So we get permission. Then I say I'm going to go we're going to rent an apartment. Then she starts backpedaling. Well, I'm about to start school full time, and I don't know. And what about my half of the rent and this and that? And let's give it another month. And okay, another month goes by, and then another month goes by. And then I said, look, I got to move out of. I'm living in someone's spare room. I got to get out of here. You know, so I'm going to rent an apartment. You're moving in with me. She's like, I can't afford my half of the rent. I just started school. I'm like, I'll pay your half of the rent. And she's like, well, the problem is I live with my dad. I'm so close, and my car's a piece of junk, and your car is a piece of junk. We'll get you a new car. I'll help you with the car payment. Then it comes back. It's like, no, I can't afford that. I'll pay the car payment. Now what? I just need more time. I need more time.
Backing her into a corner.
Oh yeah, of course. What am I going to look? It's put up or shut up. If I'm in, I'm 100%. I'm all in. I mean, I've said this before. If I'm going in the bank, I'm not slipping the fucking teller some pussy ass fucking note and walking out with $3,000. I'm going into the vault with an AK-47. I'm zip tying everybody, and I'm leaving with the contents. You're either in or you're out. So she's not all in. Is that wrong?
No, I love it.
So I'm saying you're not all in, then something's wrong. I get an apartment. She's coming over, back and forth. And then anyway, one day she comes over, and she's basically comes over, and we end up going to dinner. First, I remember she said she wanted to talk.
Where'd you go to dinner?
Red Lobster.
Applebee's.
Red Lobsters. No. Where did we go? I don't know, like some Buffalo Wing House or something.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
B-Dubs.
Wild Wing, yeah.
B
It's
Dubs.
next to my house.
Hell yeah. That place has more TV screens than anywhere.
It does have a lot. There's a lot of sports on.
I feel like I'm getting sunburnt. My skin's just getting fried from all the TV, all the fucking screens everywhere. Anyways, you guys go to B Dubs, then what happens?
I don't like that he calls it B-Dubs.
That's what people call it.
Do they? It's by my house, bro. Anyway, we go there, and
Austin, what do you call it?
B-Dubs.
B-Dubs,
yeah,
baby.
well, it's not my kind of place, okay? It's a sports bar. I'd rather not go there. Whatever. Not my call. So we go in, we sit down, and I said, so what'd you want to talk about? I'm happy. I'm having a good time. My girlfriend's here. We just had sex. Everything's good.
That's about to change.
Yeah, everything's good. Like I knocked one out. We're gonna go eat, going back.
Life's good.
Life's good. Sure enough, we sit down, and I said, you want to talk? And she goes, and I said, what did you want to talk about? And she goes, maybe we shouldn't talk here. And I went, what? I said, what do you want? I got to throw a fit? I said, what, are you breaking up with me? And she goes, yeah. And I went,
Damn.
what? We just ordered. And I was like,
Oh no.
oh, look, I went, what? And she goes, it's just not working, and I just don't feel like this is gonna last. And I went, whoa. I said, hold on, hey, to the secretary, to the waitress. I go, hey, I said, can you box all that stuff up and get me the tab as soon as humanly possible? And she goes, is everything okay? I said, yeah, we're just wrapping this up real quick. This is over, so I need that stuff so we can get going as quickly as possible. I appreciate it. And she went and she got the stuff and came back, and Jess is just sitting there staring at me. She's like, do you want to talk about? I said, there's nothing. What's there to talk about? You don't want to be with me. I've been through this before. We've been through this. This is we had a good year since the last one, but this is it. So sure enough, we get our stuff. We go back. We walk into the house. She's sitting there. She's like, do you want to talk about this? I'm like, what's there to talk about? Do you have any of your stuff that you need to get? It's over. If it's over, it's over. And, I was furious. So then she left. And then a couple days later, I start getting the texts from her. Are you okay? I know you're upset. My dad said that I probably shouldn't call you. And I said, yeah, you're right. You shouldn't call me. There's no reason to text. We're done. A couple more days. And then, she starts posting stuff on Facebook, and it goes back. And then I'm like, what are you doing? And then we start talking again. And then she comes over a few times here and there, and we're talking. And then we stop talking. And then we have another, this and this goes on for it's been going on for a month or so. It's, it's just not, it's like, she doesn't know why she doesn't want to be with me, but she does want to be around me and see me and text me and be around, listen, we basically have the same relationship we had before. Only the difference is I'm currently trying to find another chick.
She doesn't like the commitment.
Right. But here's the thing. This is a chick that works. She works and goes to school all day, it's like there's not somebody else. It doesn't make sense. Her whole thing is, I don't see us being together for the rest of our lives. Okay, we're too different.
That's what she said.
That's what she says. We're too different. So she's like, I don't see us having a successful relationship because we're too different. Right, I understand. So what you're saying is that like a housewife and a guy that sells insurance, they don't have anything in common, so they can't be together? You're saying that a secretary and a guy who's a garbage man that live together and have a 40-year relationship and raise 3 kids, they can't be together because they don't have anything. You're telling me that only people that both are mechanics can survive a relationship? So you and your wife must have the identical backgrounds and careers, right? No, you don't. That's right, right? Oh, that's right. That's not how it works. So the fact is, it doesn't make sense. So it's like nothing she's saying makes sense. She's saying, I'm in love with you. I'm attracted to you. I love talking to you and hanging out with you. And being, it's like, okay, so what's happening?
She's comfortable with you, and all that stuff is true, but she doesn't want anything long. She doesn't want to get married and have kids with you. Maybe she wants to get married and have kids, but she wants to have
she wants some like somebody else,
some younger guy, a taller guy.
And I thank you. What a dickhead! I look, don't think I haven't had that conversation. I was like, give me a reason. Tell me you want a guy that's 6 foot tall. Right. Tell me you want a guy that's a mechanic, or which is what she's going to school to be, like a mechanic. Like, tell me that you want a guy. Tell me that I have bad breath. Tell me that I'm too old for you. That's a real issue for me. I said, she's 34 and I'm 51. I'm like, tell me that. That makes sense. And she's like, what are you talking about? You don't even look 51. She's like, we look like we're the same age practically. She's like, I don't look 34 and you don't look 51. She goes, that's not it. She's like, you're amazing. You're a great person. You're great.
That hairline's not a day older than 25.
It shouldn't be. It costs $14,000. Best Bank of America money I spent.
Cha-ching.
So I need to finish one. Oh, this one's full. Okay. Yeah, so it doesn't make sense, but whatever.
No, it's never going to make sense. But
it doesn't make sense. It's none of my business. Whatever.